Hello, my name is Jeff Warren Jr., and I'm the assistant editor for FacilitiesNet. In this Facilities in Focus video, I'll be talking to George Schmidt, the global head of FM and soft services at JLL, on how facilities managers can optimize their ESG goals. And how can facilities managers effectively balance short term operational costs with the long term benefits of implementing ESG initiatives?
With everything, it's always good to start and establish yourself with low cost, no cost initiatives, right? So prioritize high impact, low cost initiatives. Begin with projects that offer significant ESG improvement with minimal upfront investments, right? We want to look at things like improving existing systems or areas where we can kind of do a cultural shift with our organization, just to get the ball rolling on some of these. It could be something as simple as a recycling initiative and gamifying that and driving more consistency across, maybe it's a recycling program on a floor, could be something across peer sites, things that are, again, low cost, no cost. It could be initiatives through our sourcing and procurement teams. If the goal is to elevate minority owned, women owned businesses, indigenous businesses, and giving them a leg up in our organization, that's another easily achievable low cost solution. There's also developing more budget intensive operations, like developing a phased approach, and creating a multi-year plan that distributes investment across a timeline, right? And so now we can amortize those investments. It enables us to gradually adopt more resource intensive ESG initiatives, factoring in budgets as well. That effectively allows us to future proof our operations and those initiatives. Now, of course, with any investment, there is the expectation for a return on investment. So we want to implement, comprehensive data collection and then leverage that data to showcase the long-term financial benefits of our ESG initiatives. That could be highlighting cost savings, and driving more efficiency, increasing productivity. You definitely, in our environment, you want to highlight areas where you've mitigated risk, and share that as a best practice. There is also the potential for revenue growth and those opportunities as well. And this helps support those investment asks, at the beginning of every budget cycle. Then there's the long-term planning, right? The capital planning. It's incorporating the ESG criteria into basically standard decision making. So if we're looking at equipment upgrades, ESG should be a part of that conversation. If we're looking at building improvements, if we're looking for, again, I go back to that sourcing and procurement strategy, I look at the category management strategies for larger organizations. Are we building these ESG initiatives into how we deliver, general maintenance? It could be soft services and green cleaning initiatives for janitorial services. There's, it's everywhere. It's everything we touch and everything we do, and that's how we drive more efficiency. And again, it helps justify those long-term asks from our clients or even our own internal organization.
All right. What role does data and technology play in helping facility managers identify and prioritize ESG opportunities within their facilities?
Another great question. There's two schools of thought there, right? There's the old economic theory of technology rotates every 18 months, but then from my perspective in facility management, there are those tried and true resources of data, and it's technology that drives that, right? It's our performance monitoring, it's CMMS system data, it is utilization of IoT sensors, right, to help inform our operators. It's the building management systems that collect real-time data for us. Think about energy consumption, water usage, indoor air quality, occupancy patterns. Those are great resources of data to help drive informed decisions that impact ESG, of course. We also want to leverage third-party information. For example, recycling or waste that are leaving our facilities. There's a lot of really great data in trash. Believe it or not, you see a lot of patterns in trash. You know, that data collectively really helps inform our FMs and our operators to identify inefficiencies, and helps us mitigate the potential risks that are associated with that, potential data. Um, there's predictive analytics, and I think about algorithms and our use of artificial intelligence is something that's now, for our industry, it's been around for about 5 years now. And it's taking those tools and looking at, historical and current data and forecasting future trends, and helping our managers anticipate more, and helping our clients make more informed decisions, as we act as that trusted advisor, of course. There's benchmarking, and I think about, ESG performance against the industry and how we're measuring against that. That's a broad range, right? But we also look at our peers, in the industry, and we fine tune that data more specific to commercial real estate. And then you get into we're verticalized organizations. So you look how we measure against in financial institutions. How does this financial institution, this client, this bank measure against their peer, in a like for like footprint, in terms of square footage? I think about reporting and compliance is another big initiative that we look at. The reporting, the data has to be clean, has to be clear, has to be sober, and we leverage that to, again, make informed decisions. They help develop our long-term strategies, and they really help us justify the investments that are required to drive any program forward.